In this video, I answer a question from somebody, which is, what's the best way to get a car and run it through your business? Watch the video to find out. Question from somebody saying, what's the best way to have a tax efficient car? Again, like most questions, it depends on your circumstances and your situation and what you're looking to achieve. So to run you quickly through the options that you have. First one is you claim mileage, so you own the car and you charge your business mileage. Starts from the start of the tax year, 6th of April to the following 5th of April. For the first 10,000 miles, you charge 45 pence. Thereafter, 25 pence per mile. So if you're doing 10,000 miles in a tax year, you charge your company £4,500. The company gets tax relief. The money comes into your pocket tax free. Second option is the company or the business buys the car. So if you're a sole trader or a partnership or an LLP, what happens is all the costs go through the company initially, and at the end of the year you work out how much of the car you've used for personal purposes, and you only claim the business use as an expense, so you add back the personal use on the tax return. For example, you have a car and you drive 10,000 miles and the car belongs to the business, and it costs you £10,000 a year to run the car in terms of repairs, maintenance, fuel, all the other costs involved in having a car. And you drive 20% of the car for personal purposes, 80% business use. So at the end of the year, although £10,000 would go through your accounts as an expense, your accountant would add back the 20%, which is the £2,000 for tax return purposes. So you only claim £8,000 as an expense. So that's your second option. The third option is if you have a limited company, the company buys the car and then you pay company car tax depending on the value of the car and the CO2 emissions. You work out what the tax is. It starts getting very expensive through a limited company. However, if you have an electric car, then it's very tax efficient at the moment because the government is encouraging people to buy electric cars. So if you buy a new electric car, that will be very tax efficient for you, and that's something you should consider. But I know electric cars are expensive and you might not want to spend that much money on a new car. So in which case you've got to think about, do you want a second-hand car which you own personally and charge mileage, or do you want to run it through your business if you're a sole trader or an unincorporated business, and then add back the personal use element? Again, you've got to do the maths and the calculation to figure out which one works best for you and then make a decision. Hope that helps.